please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at him.
Hi, guys. I wanted to tell you a funny story. So last week, I wanted some handicap hot fries. So you can only get them from like the dollar that I know of, from like a Dollar Tree or a Family Dollar. Okay. So I go up to this Family Dollar, and there's this guy here that's unhoused. Okay. And he's in a wheelchair, but I'm not sure if this wheelchair, if he needs it, because he looks like he's functionable, arms, his legs. And in the back of the wheelchair, he has a shopping cart tied with some rope. And so what made me notice him straight away was his hair. So he has dreads, and they don't look unkept. They look pretty decent for him to be unhoused. Okay. And I don't know if anybody here is older, but if you were from the late 70s, there's these ribbons that look like fluffy plushy yarn. He had them tied all throughout his hair. So immediately, even though I know I shouldn't, I'm thinking maybe he has a mental illness and he's off of his meds. So when I get out the car, he's like, "Sister." So now I feel obligated. I was like, "Hello." He was like, "Can you spare $1?" I said, "No, I cannot spare $1." I said, "However, do you want something out of the store?" He was like, "Well, yeah." I said, "Well, what do you want out? What do you want out of the store?" He was like, "Well, I want a lot of." Oh no, I said, "What do you need?" He said, "Well, I need a lot of things, but I want Pop-Tarts." And I'm like, "You want Pop-Tarts?" And he says, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, okay." He was like, "Well, wait a minute. I don't want the generic Pop-Tarts. I want the real brand Pop-Tarts. I want them strawberry, the one with the frosting on them, not the one that's unfrosted." And it kind of took me aback because he was very specific, okay? And not only did he say he wanted Pop-Tarts, he done told me the brand and everything, okay? So, yes, I did buy those Pop-Tarts. I brought him out. He was like, "Sister, God bless you, thank you." I was like, "Yeah, okay." He says, "I watched the car for you to make sure nobody busts your windows out." I'm thinking. So I turned around. I told him, I said, "No one's busting my windows out." I said, "Everything is protected by the Lord." And he was like, "Well, I know that's right." And so that's the end of the story. But I just felt like this unhoused person is going to be very specific and tell me. I guess because I asked, I offered. So he was just being consistent. I don't know. Anyway, I just want to tell you guys that God bless you guys. Make the difference in someone else's life and work towards always loving and healing yourself. God bless you. Bye.